We did luck out a little bit. Anyway, the thing I actually want to talk about besides all this, and obviously, like, I caught snippets of the entire thing because why wouldn't I? And it's exactly what you think. It's just senseless gloating over things that they haven't done and won't ever do. There's not really much to analyze there, I guess, apart from their willingness to lie, which we're all pretty familiar with. You've probably seen the part that I actually do want to talk about, which is, hey, Steve Bannon, this guy.
And we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight. Amen.
That's weird. He didn't say my heart goes out to you. He forgot that part. So, is he autistic? Yeah, you know, it's just, he's just awkward with his gestures. His arm just did that, etc. You guys remember the OK sign and like drinking milk and all that other stuff that alt-right types back in like 2017 were obsessed with doing as a performative gesture, a dog whistle, you know? You guys do understand this is very different, right? Because the OK sign wasn't innately a right-wing symbol. They just chose that on an internet forum and ran with it. This is already a hate symbol. It's not really a dog whistle. Some people are like comparing it to the OK sign, but I don't think it's like that at all, because it's a matter of like expansion versus consolidation, right? The point of the whole OK sign thing is like, we're going to epically trigger the libs by making them get really angry over a thing that they correctly identify as an indicator of me being a Nazi, but because it's like an innocuous symbol on its own, they'll look crazy calling it out. It's the point of a dog whistle, right? This is just a Nazi salute. So it's not really like, it's not really, you can't really do that. The point of this isn't to like epically upset the liberals in a way that makes everyone laugh at the liberals, okay? The point of that was to make a mockery of the liberals. This is just to normalize Sieg Heiling again. It's very different. It might seem similar, but it's very, very different. This isn't about like making a show of people's responses. This is about going like, okay, we've had our fun, but like, this is what we're really about now. There are going to be conservatives who deny. And a lot of them are lying, obviously, and a lot of them are just delusional and think they're telling the truth. But that is the goal here. It's just to normalize neo-Nazism. Le Pen didn't like this. That's very funny. Oh, not Le Pen. French far-right leader cancels CPAC speech over Steve Bannon's Nazi salute. Jordan Bardella canceled a scheduled speech after seeing the Nazi salute there hours before. That's quite funny because it's German. They hate Germany. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to be seeing a lot more of this stuff moving forward, you know? Steve Bannon accused of making Nazi salute during CPAC speech. At least they're not calling it a Roman salute. How is this liberal news running ambiguity for Bannon? This is Newsweek. The annual conservative gathering in Gaylord National Resort Hotel and Convention Center. You said it, not me. It's funny the ADL also classed this one as a Nazi salute. You know, the thing that gets me a little bit is that Steve Bannon is a smart guy. Would never call the man stupid. Unimaginably evil. Not stupid. I feel like this is a stupid move. Because, dude, even with the Republican constituency, they're just not that on board with Nazism. There are a lot of Republicans who will be led to it like animals to the slaughter, sure, but like overt, like, and people will run defense for Elon Musk because he's the guy on top of everything. People don't like Steve Bannon. Like, Steve Bannon's fan base is made up of like perma-online Nazi wonks. You know? He doesn't have a cult of personality. So if anything, he's denigrating Elon by associating himself with him. Bannon thinks he's the leader of this. You know what? No, I actually think something else is more likely. And I'm gonna throw a little curveball at you guys. I think Bannon might hate Elon. Because Bannon's a smart guy who's been intelligently working to bring about the furtherance of far-right goals within the Republican Party, and I think he might be embittered by the fact that he's been kind of left out to cold by Trump, by Elon, by Doge, and he probably hates the fact that Elon is like a poser, opportunist retard. I think he might actually be deliberately denigrating Elon by drawing attention to how obviously Nazi that is. It might be vindictiveness. Now, do I know this for sure? No, of course not. Yeah, Bannon does hate Elon. I think this is a slight. He keeps calling him a billionaire illegal alien parasite in interviews. Elon is very unlikable, to be fair. During the Twitter war in January, Bannon was openly anti-Elon. Can you check if AP News' website is still up? Yeah, it's up pretty normally, I'd say. Anyway, I think this is good for us, personally. I think that Bannon legitimately wants to normalize neo-Nazism. I don't know if Bannon himself is a Nazi or if he's just a fascist. I don't really care, to be honest. But as is so often the case, his vindictiveness towards Elon might actually be more... I think one of the reasons I think this is because of the way he did the Sieg Heil. You know what I mean? It didn't look like a triumphant, aggressive gesture meant to, like, proudly signify America's emergence into the Reich. It looks like this, like, conflicted, embittered, kind of weak. Like he I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. It looks like he half-assed and kind of winced his way into it. You know what I mean? I don't know. How far are we from them just saying the N-word openly? I can hope they do. The more they dispense with the artifice, the better it is for us, okay? Did you feel the earthquake we just had? No. In Washington? Well, presumably that's where I am. Oh, man.